Right then, hello, and today we're going to look at this big thing. Yeah, this my hopefully new method of getting rid of weeds. And not weeds because, as you know, I do the no dig method, and the weeds in the garden are you know, in the where we grow in the plants are fine. It's more awkward to get at, and like path weeds that, yeah, I can hoe, but some of them now, especially with the raised beds, a couple of them are like, it's tucked behind a fence, behind the raised bed, and it's just a little bit awkward to get in there. So what's this? Let's have a look. Right, so trusty scissors, and I'll not bore you with everything of the opening, but yeah, there, can you see a little hint at what it possibly could be? It's just toys for boys, isn't it? Toys for anybody, should I say. So I think it was round about £20. So you got 8 gas canisters, and they're just the little ones, but you know, I'm not doing the whole village, you know, so that should last us a while, and a wand, and we'll get into it and we'll see what it's like. And it'll only be like a little flame, but it's just really for me anyways, dot and dab, you know, and I will do a little bit experiment. I'm not, to be honest, I'm not holding up much hope. You know, weeds are tough old things, so we'll see how it goes. I'll set it up, we'll have a look outside. There we go, got it out, and I haven't read the instructions. Little lighter there, and I'm guessing you just fasten it there. I'll look, because it's fire, I'll look at the instructions. We'll see how that goes. Right, I've opened up the doors. I didn't want to blow myself up, but it's basically, that's your wand. You push it up and turn it round. That's it. Make sure your closed position is all nice and closed. Then it's just a case of, and you don't see the flame is like red hot blue. Just turn it on a little bit. Didn't look like that before when I started, but anyway, come with us and we'll have a look how it stands up, because I'm told you just waft it over the weeds, and it's the weeds that, well, I'll show you. So that's a good example of that path there with all the weeds, you know. So let's get our little gun and see how we do. There you go, that's a great example of them weeds down the side of that thing. So what I'm going to do, I'll give them a little weed kill now, or a weed kill with this flame, and then that'll be a good little test to see. We'll come back in just a few days time. They say it just doesn't take long, just a quick wand over, so we'll see how. And like you see, you can't really just put it on the flame. You can't see the flame, it's back out in here, it's like a jet engine. So let's see if we can get it done. So there we go, first impressions all done and dusted. This was the type of weeds, can you see, like little ones under there, which are a bit of a nuisance to get. I've done the whole garden, as much as I want, you know, and the rest I can get with a little hoe on some of the paths. But it's those awkward bits, so we'll come back, give it a couple of days, and I'll come back and we'll have a look. And I can already see, you know, like the very tiny seeds, they just bang straight over, they're gone, you know, within seconds of getting hit by that flame. So what I'm thinking might be more of a struggle is the grass. You know, go down here and just have a look. Oops, excuse me. Like the grass there. That might take a while to get, you know, but we'll see. Right everyone, just a quick update on the flamethrower, yes, because every allotment garden needs a flamethrower. It's been 48 hours and I was going to leave it a little bit longer to do this update, but I'm having trouble with my microphone on my camera and I'm sending it back to Amazon and getting a new one. I just want to do this one recording before, you know what I mean, before that goes back. So to me, it was a, you know, it saves the weed killing. That's the whole kind of benefit, and it's more around the paths, you know, as I was saying, and you know, spot weed, not kind of blanket big areas, because that's just really a little, you know, can you see that? Just like, that's all it's for. So we'll have a little look and just see what you think. So the main one I was interested in is this path here, especially this one here, and I think it has, do you know what I mean? You can see there straight away that weed's gone, and there was a lot on this path, and I think it'll take a couple of days, you know, longer to probably for them to fall over. So fingers crossed it is seeming to work, you know. You can just see there. And they seem like a yellow colour, this grass there now. So this was another spot, and it's just these little spots, but I think that's certainly been taken back or kind of halted in its tracks, you know what I mean? You were going to get a full blanket of grass there, but the main one, I'll show you where the main one is, where I was concerned about. So it was these two beds here next to the fence where I didn't realise, you know, behind behind them there's a little gap, and weeds will grow, do you know what I mean? So this is where I want to have a look at, and I'll have to get on the other side of the path. And there you go. I think that has done an amazing job, to be honest. You know, they certainly knocked back, and that would have been a way, to be honest. Like I say, it's only been 48 hours, but you know, you can have a look, and they do seem to be kind of falling over. Maybe I've missed some, but certainly didn't miss that one, and that fell over. Possibly big weeds, you know, you might not, you know, something like that, you know, right along there, it might not get it sorted, but seems okay from what I've done. So there you go, just a little update on the old flamethrower. Like I say, everybody needs a flamethrower on the allotment. So again, I'll put a link down to it. So if you know, it was £20, dead handy little thing just to clear away your paths and your paving and stuff like that. Anyway, look after yourselves, and I'll catch you next week.